I know I'm a little late to the situation, but hey, it's better late than never, right? Right, guys? Please tell me I'm right. Please watch. So I've been keeping up with the Illuminati drama mainly because I hate hypocrites. I hate people who are fake. If there's one thing I hate more than anything, it's hypocrites. And that's exactly what Illuminati is. She pretty much accused, well, not accusing him directly, the Click, a fellow YouTuber, of almost low-key being a pedophile or supporting pedophiles on his Discord. Click made his own video. I've seen it about 2 times just to make sure I didn't miss anything important. I've never seen anyone since Creepshow ruin their career in a matter of days. They've been losing 10,000 subscribers every few days. She's lost over 50,000 subscribers in just a few days. Do I think this is justified? Yes, I think she should lose 1 million. With that said, grab your flaming hot Cheetos, grab your Takis, grab your popcorn, and I think we should just jump right into it.
For a little bit of context, I made a thread a few days ago outlining in rough detail why I left the old Sad Milk collaboration channel, partially to clarify that I wasn't associating with Illuminati anymore in more recent events and my reasoning for that. She kept getting into trouble and people kept asking me about it and kind of roping me into it. This blew up way more than what I intended and also made some other people come forward with their own stories, both in private and in public. The old Sad Milk members, old editors, ex-staff, you name it. The Discord situation. Content warning, mention of predatory behavior and adult topics. The situation brought up mentions a pedo joining my Discord. It is said that neither I nor my team took action against this predatory person and actively chose to do nothing to resolve the situation, basically just letting them run amok. Click did not address it or wasn't fast enough, etc. Now, the first detail that was conveniently left out of the accusations is that I was asleep. In my time zone, this occurred around 2 AM, and within the span of me sleeping, this random creep in question had already gotten banned. I took the liberty to dig through the old ban logs on my server, and here it is. He was banned at 2:14 AM, my time zone. She brought one topic into a chat room, as she shown in her video and her accusations. However, her statement in these DMs about Click knowing is very odd, as I would have been very unconscious when the ban was happening. She might be referring to me knowing by the time I woke up, but the fact remains I wasn't there, nor did I endorse this random creep.
The video that she dropped, the Illuminati exposed video, I've said it once, I'll say it again, I'll say it till I'm dead. That video was completely unnecessary. That video was straight up trash. For them to be this stupid, that when they get exposed, they want to bring other people down with them, and that is what Illuminati tried to do with the Click. I don't watch the Click, I don't know him, never spoken to him before, but from this video, he looks like a pretty cool, rational guy. And I said this since the start, why would he lie? He has everything to lose here. He's successful, he's relevant. It would be a completely different thing if this came from a YouTuber with like 5 subscribers. They got negative 10 views per video. They have nothing to lose, but the Click, I believe him because he has everything to lose here. He has a whole career to lose. And Illuminati did try to take everyone down with her. And if you go back to that video on the Click section, you can see how manipulative she is. You can see how she's manipulating her audience into thinking that Click is a pedophile without directly saying it, but being like, wink wink, look at the Click, he didn't ban him in 2.5 seconds. Dude, people really expect you to be up 24/7 moderating your Discord server when there's over 40 to 50,000 people in there. That's just unrealistic. And that's not even the worst part of everything. The worst part is that if you go back to the video, there's no update, there's no apology, she hasn't cut that section out. So 700,000 people watch that video and they're going to think, was the Click a pedophile because he didn't ban this dude? The way Illuminati framed it was like, yeah, he knew and he didn't do shit, which is really, really fucking crazy. That's a crazy allegation. But now because she's getting exposed, she's losing fans, she's losing subscribers, she wants to bring everyone down with her, and I'm glad that Click made this video. That's the thing with these scummy, shitty, egotistical YouTubers. Sooner or later, they're going to get karma. Sooner or later, they're going to slip up and you're gonna fuck up and you're gonna get shit on. I wish I could say this was the craziest part of this. No, we're barely scratching the surface here.
So this was actually not a ban I was even personally involved with. It's also important to note that this is, sadly, the norm. Our server alone has 44,000 members and almost 3,000 bans. It is a well-known fact that Discord has real problems when it comes to exploitative individuals and communities using their platform.
Telling someone they're responsible for almost 50,000 people is fucking ridiculous. By that logic, Illuminati is responsible for over 1.4 million people. So if any of those 1.4 million people, if any one of those does a crime, is a creep, Illuminati should be held responsible? Of course not. YouTubers are not responsible for their fans. How are you supposed to manage 50,000 people 24/7 while having your own personal life, while being a YouTuber. It's unrealistic. And the fact that iilluminaughtii thought this was a good point shows you how stupid and brain dead she is.
In the allegations against me, it is claimed that I didn't react or respond to the situation. Number 1, being asleep at 2 a.m. detail was completely left out. 2, the fact that he was actually banned before this whole thing was left out. And 3, a receipt of iilluminaughtii reaching out to me to get me to respond wasn't shown in her video or allegations. And the reason for this is that it doesn't exist. The person who reached out to resolve this was actually myself. And here are the DMs where I did so. Probably worth going to you too, as this thing seems to be blowing up. What have you seen of the recent events on the server? If we got time, I think a quick VC would be good, because this is going on the warpath, it seems. Warpath referring to the teams arguing and fighting, not actually the ban itself. As I said, that had been issued 16 hours before this conversation took place. I will let you guys know when all actions have been carried out. I am proud of you. It sounds from this chat, starting from the time I was caught up on the night's events to the time after our voice call, that it worked out quite well.
But how could anyone watch iilluminaughtii? If I was one of her fans, I would unsubscribe immediately. This girl's a hypocrite. She cannot take accountability despite the amount of time she said, I'll take responsibility for my actions. Yeah, my bad, my bad. It's only because you got caught, clowned on, and exposed. You got caught, so you're sorry. Isn't it convenient how that screenshot didn't make it onto the video? No, because it doesn't fit her narrative. Because if she presented this to her fans, most of them will be like, he did what you asked. What's the problem now? Now she cannot paint him as the bad guy. It's comment L after L after L for iilluminaughtii. If I was her, I would delete that video. That video was straight up trash. What more proof do you need that iilluminaughtii is a piece of shit? If she's lying about that, what else can she lie about?
Content warning, mention of slurs. I will be brief here, because there isn't really much substance. She claims I was tossing around slurs when gaming with friends. The only evidence she has in a group chat where she's talking to Aziwazi, among a few others. So it isn't an actual receipt of anything I did or said. It's not even a conversation I'm in. But just a few anonymous names venting in the group chat. Before we move on, I'm just gonna point out some funny hypocrisy. She said she would never be friends with someone that used that language. Yet she regularly played games with me as a friend during this time, where I allegedly kept on saying these things. Which one is it? I don't think you can have both. And to add an extra layer of transparency on my own behalf, I didn't actually know the R word could be considered derogatory up until maybe 2020. So it's possible I said it before that point, but I don't recall specifics. When people came to me around this time and told me they had had a word used against them simply for being neurodivergent, I was surprised, as that had not been the case around me when I grew up. But I personally stopped using it in my content or for posts I read out, and also did my best to remove jokes containing the word in older content. I personally don't find the word too outrageous and still hear it on a regular basis on YouTube or in the online world.
Example 5655 on Blair being a hypocrite. If she felt this way, why would you be friends with a pedophile and someone who uses evil, disturbing language such as the word retarded? Because if she was truly disturbed by this, why would she be friends with this guy? She only had a problem with it once it became quote unquote uncool to say that word, because iilluminaughtii is someone who lives on Twitter, and when you live there, you're gonna get fucked up mentally. You're actually gonna turn retarded. She's a dishonest person who doesn't deserve your views or your subscription.
And if this wasn't enough, here's a former staff member of hers getting paid to sift through raw audio recordings of me looking for dirt. More specifically, the R word. I needed to work with this person to help me find clicks saying the R slur in Sadmilk's raw audio. I can do that, just let me grab a shower and I'll be down. She claims he said it in a Sadmilk video, but can't remember which one, and she's over her head. I'll pay you $200 to find it, and here's the payment. I mean, it's just an example. I'm sure there's more, which I don't have a problem with the word R, but she does for some reason, even though she uses it in private.
Are we really surprised iilluminaughtii uses the R word behind closed doors? No. Everyone here knew she used it. She just wanted to pretend she was this nice, wholesome, family-friendly, LGBTQ+, very safe space content creator because of money and views, because that's a popular thing to do now. And to her credit, it's work. But once again, you can only keep the mask on for so long until it starts slipping and the real you starts showing. If you weren't so uptight about it, I don't think this would be a huge drama. I don't think you would have made it as big as it is right now. You're done. It's over. Don't quote me on this, okay? But I believe Blair used to be a stripper like before YouTube, so I think she's gonna go back to that. She legitimately had the easiest job in the whole entire planet, her dream job, and this is what she does with it? I know we've seen some shocking things here, but the last part of this drama is so fucking unbelievable. I'm just gonna let it play. It's only like a minute or two, and it shows you exactly the type of person iilluminaughtii is.
What has me a bit surprised is the next few screenshots. Here is Illuminaughtii having a conversation with the same admin, sharing the same kind of, dirt digging old videos that we've seen previously in this video. And she says, 16 seconds, the alt account is gonna love this. In the next screenshot, you can see her writing out a draft. This draft matches with one of the posts made by an alt account called Schmertz on Reddit. And this is the entirety of the post. This is the truth about Sad Milk. It really looks like creative differences is dumb AF. Blair tweeting about being stabbed in the back, one topic, leaving his supporter server, and then so on and so forth. And I was a big fan of the Click. I thought his streams were great, blah, blah, blah. But then I think Blair saw some of his streams. He did a stream where he watched some of his old videos. So this is actually Blair on an alt account making the claims that Blair must have seen some of his old videos randomly. She totally wasn't paying people to dig up dirt. This is her on an alt account, spreading misinformation and trying to enhance her own image.
Did someone say creep show art? This 30-year-old grown-ass woman has nothing better to do, so she makes an alt account and starts spreading rumors. And imagine paying someone $200 to look up videos from years ago, from 10 years ago, over 10 years ago. That's how insane she is. She paid people to try and ruin this guy's career. She's crazy, and I'm not even saying that. She needs help. What excuse is Blair gonna use now? Mental health issues? I wasn't thinking straight? I was in a dark place?
Hey, listen, Blair, I'm putting this all together. What kind of cover-up is this? Click was saying these bad things, created differences. Click is a liar, and not to acclaim someone topic is friends with someone while pretending to be wholesome and good. This is all Blair replying to her own announcement under an alt account. Click said the N-word and replies and claiming I'm not going to reply and I'm horrible. Here is a long post. I'm not gonna... You can pause it if you want to read.
This is actually fucking insane. Imagine writing all of it. This is sad. Like, imagine being a successful content creator and this is what you do on your free time.
Here is the same account, Schmertz on Twitter. This was an account I remember distinctly from 2020, 2021 that was relentlessly harassing myself, my friends, my colleagues, my streaming colleagues, past colleagues, ex-Sad Milk members, community members, you name it. You name it. At the time, I wrote it off as a disgruntled troll with a little bit too much time on their hands and tried my best to ignore it. This was Blair all along. She did this, she paid people to dig up dirt, make alt accounts, harass me for months.
I want to ask you guys, when was the last time you saw anyone this pathetic? When was the last time you saw a big YouTuber acting like this? No one else called her out before. She did this to herself. She legitimately preyed on her own downfall. She's responsible for her downfall. If she would have kept her mouth shut, all of this would have been prevented. She ruined 10 years of hard work in one tweet. In all seriousness, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. I've never seen anything like this. What do you guys think? Let me know, and I'll see you next time. Peace.